He never told me why he cut off his entire family, until his brother showed up at our door begging for money. And I finally understood why he was so afraid of them. I'm standing in the doorway of our apartment at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday, looking at a man I've never met. He's bleeding. Not badly. Just a cut above his eyebrow. Dried blood down the side of his face. Clothes dirty. Shoes worn. He smells like he hasn't showered in days. Is David here? He asks. Voice desperate. Shaking. Who are you? I'm Marcus. David's brother. Please. I need to talk to him. David's brother. The brother he's never mentioned. The family he's never explained. The past he's refused to discuss for 3 years. I've known David for 3 years. Been dating him for 2.5. Moved in with him 6 months ago. In all that time, he's never once mentioned having a brother. Having any family at all. When I asked about his parents, he said, I don't have family. When I asked if we'd visit anyone for the holidays, he said, there's no one to visit. When I pushed for details, he shut down completely. I don't talk about them. Please don't ask. I stopped asking. Figured he'd tell me when he was ready. Figured there was a good reason. Trusted that whatever happened, he'd handled it. Now his brother is standing at our door. Bleeding. Begging. And David is inside. In the living room. Can probably hear this entire conversation. Wait here, I tell Marcus. I close the door. Not all the way. Leave it cracked. Walk into the living room. David is standing by the window. Back to me. Completely still. There's someone at the door, I say. Says his name is Marcus. Says he's your brother. David doesn't move. Doesn't turn around. Just stands there. Silent. David? Tell him I'm not here. He knows you're here. I think he can hear us. He's bleeding. He looks like he needs help. He always needs help. That's not my problem anymore. What's going on? You never told me you had a brother. Because I don't. Not anymore. Tell him to leave. I stand there for a moment. Looking at David's back. At the tension in his shoulders. At the way he won't turn around. Something is very wrong. Something more than just a family falling out. Something that put that tone in David's voice. Fear mixed with anger mixed with something I can't identify. I'll tell him to leave, I say. But I think we need to talk about this. Later. There's nothing to talk about. I go back to the door. Marcus is still there. Still waiting. Looking hopeful. David says he's not available. Please. I know he's here. I just need 5 minutes. Please. He doesn't want to see you. I'm in trouble. Real trouble. I need help. I need money. Just a few thousand. I'll pay him back. I swear. Money. He's here for money. He's not giving you money. You don't understand. I'm in trouble. These guys. They're going to hurt me if I don't pay them back. Please. He's my brother. He has money. I know he has money. How do you even know where we live? I hired someone. To find him. Cost me everything I had left. But I found him. Please. Just let me talk to him. Wait here. I go back inside. David hasn't moved. Still standing by the window. He says he needs money. Says he's in trouble. Says someone is going to hurt him. Good. I stop. What? Good. Maybe this time he'll learn. Maybe this time Mom and Dad won't bail him out and he'll actually face consequences. David? He's bleeding. He's scared. Whatever happened between you, he's your brother. You can't just. David turns around. His face is completely calm. Completely cold. No emotion at all. He's not my brother. He stopped being my brother 4 years ago when he destroyed my engagement. When he slept with my fiancée for 6 months. When my entire family took his side and told me I was being dramatic for being upset. He stopped being my brother when they chose him over me at a family intervention. When they told me to forgive him so everyone could move on. I freeze. David's never mentioned any of this. Never mentioned a fiancé. Never mentioned a betrayal. Never mentioned any reason for cutting off his family. He slept with your fiancé? For 6 months. While I planned a wedding. While I built a future with her. Then when I found out, my family called an intervention. For me. Told me I was making it harder than it needed to be. Told me Marcus made a mistake but he's my brother and family forgives. Told me I was being dramatic. David. So I left. Cut them all off. Changed my number. Moved across the country. Built a life without any of them. And now Marcus is at my door. 4 years later. Wanting money. Because he's in trouble. Again. And he thinks I'll help him. Because that's what I've always done. That's what everyone in my family has always done. Bail out Marcus. Fix Marcus's problems. Enable Marcus. But he's bleeding. He says someone's going to hurt him. That's not my problem. He made choices. Bad choices. Like he always does. This time he doesn't get rescued. David walks past me. Opens the door. Marcus looks up. Hopeful. Desperate. Get off my property, David says. Voice flat. Empty. David. Please. I'm sorry. For everything. For Emily. For the affair. For all of it. I know I don't deserve your help. But I'm begging you. These guys. They're serious. They're going to kill me if I don't pay them back. How much? 25,000. David laughs. Actually laughs. 25,000. For what? Drugs? Gambling? Another investment scam? Gambling. I got in over my head. I thought I could win it back. I couldn't. Now they want their money and I don't have it. Where are Mom and Dad? Why aren't they bailing you out this time? They can't. They're broke. Refinanced the house twice to pay my debts. They don't have anything left. Good. So you destroyed them too. Just like you destroy everything? David. Please. I'm your brother. No. You're not. You're a stranger at my door. Wanting money. That's all you are. David closes the door. Locks it. Walks back into the living room. I stand there. Stunned. Not sure what just happened. Not sure what to do. I open the door again. Marcus is crying. Full breakdown. Sitting on the ground. I'm sorry, I say. He's not going to help you. Then I'm dead. They're going to kill me. And he doesn't care. What about other family? Friends? There's no one. I've burned every bridge. David was my last option. I close the door. Lock it. Stand there for a moment. Walk into the living room. David is sitting on the couch. Staring at nothing. Can we talk about this? I ask. There's nothing to talk about. Your brother just said he's going to be killed and you don't care? He's been saying that his whole life. There's always a crisis. Always an emergency. Always a reason he needs money. That's who he is? That's what he does. But what if this time it's real? Then he should have thought about that before he gambled $25,000 he didn't have. David. I understand you're hurt. I understand what he did was terrible. But he's your brother. You can't just let him die. David looks at me. Really looks at me. Eyes empty. You don't understand. You can't understand. Because you didn't grow up watching Marcus destroy everything? Watching him hurt people and face no consequences. Watching our parents enable him over and over. Watching the golden child get infinite chances while I got expectations. Tell me. Help me understand. So he does. For the first time in 3 years, David tells me about his family. About Marcus. About everything that led to him cutting them all off. Let me tell you about Marcus. About what it's like to have a brother who destroys everything and faces no consequences. About what it's like to watch your family choose him over you. Every single time. Marcus is 3 years younger than me. 26 to my 29 when everything fell apart. 4 years ago. Growing up, Marcus was the golden child. Charming. Funny. Popular. Could talk his way out of anything. Teachers loved him. Friends loved him. Parents loved him most of all. I was the responsible one. Good grades. Scholarship to college. Steady job. Did everything right. Got nothing but expectations. When Marcus failed, he got sympathy. He's just figuring things out. He learns differently. He needs more support. When I failed, I got lectures. You're capable of better. What happened? You need to work harder. Different standards. Always. For everything. Marcus failed out of college sophomore year. Couldn't handle the workload. Spent too much time partying. Parents paid for him to go back. Twice. He never finished. I paid my own way through school. Got a job. Graduated with honors. Got a good job after graduation. Marcus couldn't hold a job. Fired from 8 positions in 5 years. For being late. For not showing up. For attitude problems. Each time, Dad got him a new job through a friend. Each time, Marcus burned that bridge too. I worked my way up. Promotions. Raises. Built a career. Different standards. Different expectations. Different outcomes. When Marcus was 24, he got a DUI. Dad paid for a lawyer. Got it reduced to reckless driving. No jail time. No real consequences. When I got a speeding ticket at 25, Dad told me I needed to be more responsible. That I should know better. When Marcus wrecked his car at 25, Dad bought him a new one. Said he needed reliable transportation for work. Work he didn't have because he'd been fired again. When my car broke down at 27, Dad said I should have maintained it better. Didn't offer help. That's what it was like. Growing up Morrison. Marcus got chances. I got expectations. I learned to live with it. Learned not to compare. Learned to just focus on my own life and ignore the favoritism. Then I met Emily. 3 years before everything fell apart. I was 26. She was 25. Paralegal. Smart. Funny. Beautiful. We met through friends. Started dating. Fell in love. Year 1 was perfect. Year 2 we moved in together. Year 3 I proposed. She said yes. We planned a wedding. Set a date. Booked a venue. Sent invitations. Everything was set. Marcus was living with our parents at the time. 25 years old. No job. No girlfriend. No prospects. Just living in his childhood bedroom. Playing video games. Going out with friends. Being supported completely by Mom and Dad. Emily and I would go to Sunday dinners. Family tradition. Marcus would be there. He'd joke with Emily. Make her laugh. I thought nothing of it. Thought he was just being friendly. 6 months before the wedding, I went on a work trip. 3 days. Conference in Chicago. I came home early. Got done a day ahead of schedule. Surprised Emily. Wanted to take her to dinner. Walked into our apartment at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Found Marcus and Emily together. In our bed. In our apartment. In the middle of the day. I didn't yell. Didn't scream. Didn't throw things. Just stood there. Staring. Emily saw me first. Screamed. Marcus turned around. David. This isn't. We can explain. I turned around. Walked out. Got in my car. Drove to my friend Kyle's house. Knocked on his door. He took one look at my face and let me in. What happened? Marcus slept with Emily. I just walked in on them. Kyle poured me a drink. Let me sit in silence for hours. My phone exploded. Emily calling. Marcus calling. Mom calling. Dad calling. I ignored them all. That night, Emily showed up at Kyle's. He answered. Told her I didn't want to see her. Please. I need to explain. Explain what? He walked in on you. It's not what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like. Leave. She left. Day 2, Marcus showed up. Kyle answered again. I need to talk to David. No. He's my brother. We need to talk. You slept with his fiancée. There's nothing to talk about. It just happened. We didn't mean for it to happen. How long? Kyle asked. What? How long were you sleeping with her? Marcus hesitated. 6 months. Kyle punched him. 1 clean hit. Marcus went down. Get off this property before I do worse. 6 months. They'd been sleeping together for 6 months. Half of my engagement. I called Emily. 6 months. Marcus said 6 months. Silence. Is that true? Yes. While we were engaged? Yes. Did you ever plan to tell me? I don't know. We were trying to figure out what to do. You were trying to figure out what to do. For 6 months. I'm sorry. Are you in love with him? Long pause. Yes. That was all I needed to hear. Then marry him instead. I hung up. Blocked her number. I stayed at Kyle's for 2 weeks. Trying to process. Trying to understand. Trying to figure out what to do next. Week 3, my parents called a family meeting. Said we needed to talk as a family. All of us. Including Marcus and Emily. I refused. They showed up at my apartment anyway. All of them. Parents. Marcus. Emily. Aunt and uncle. Grandmother. A family intervention. For me. The one who got cheated on. They sat in my living room. I stood by the door. Dad spoke first. David. We're here because we're worried about you. You've cut off Marcus. You're refusing to talk. You're holding on to anger that's destroying you. I'm holding on to anger? Marcus destroyed my engagement. No one's saying you're not hurt, Mom said. But you need to forgive. To move on. Marcus is your brother. He slept with my fiancée for 6 months. He made a mistake, my aunt said. But he's family? You're being dramatic about this. Dramatic. They called me dramatic. Emily and Marcus are in love, my grandmother said. Real love. They didn't mean to hurt you. And I didn't mean to walk in on them. But here we are. We're asking you to forgive Marcus, Dad said. He's your brother. He made a mistake. But holding grudges destroys families. I looked at all of them. These people who were supposed to support me. Who were supposed to be on my side. They were taking Marcus's side. All of them. Get out of my apartment. David. Get out. All of you. Now. We're trying to help you. You're trying to help Marcus. You want me to forgive him so you don't have to feel uncomfortable. So you can have family dinners without tension. So you don't have to choose between us. Well, you don't have to choose. I'm choosing for you. I'm done. You don't mean that. I do. Get out. They left. Slowly. Looking at me like I was the problem. That night, I made a decision. I was leaving. All of them. Everything. 2 weeks later, I gave notice at my job. Sold everything. Changed my number. Bought a one-way ticket to Seattle. Told Kyle not to give anyone my new number. Not to tell anyone where I was going. You sure about this? He asked. Completely. I left. Started over. Built a new life. No family. No Marcus. No Emily. No parents who chose him over me. That was 4 years ago. In 4 years, I never contacted them. Never called. Never checked in. Completely cut off. Built a business. Built a life. Met Claire. Built something better than anything I had in Ohio. And now Marcus is at my door. Wanting money. Wanting rescue. Wanting me to fix his problems like everyone in my family has always fixed his problems. That's why I won't help him, David says. Voice quiet. Empty. Because helping him means enabling him. Means letting him face no consequences. Again. Means being like Mom and Dad. Sacrificing myself to save him. I won't do it. I sit next to him on the couch. Processing everything he just told me. Everything he's been carrying for 4 years. I'm sorry, I say. I didn't know. You never told me. Because I didn't want you to know. Didn't want that life touching this one. Didn't want Marcus or my parents or any of it infecting what we have. But now Marcus found you. Now he's here. And tomorrow he'll be gone. Back to Ohio. Back to his problems. Back to consequences he earned. What if he's really in danger? Then he should go to the police. Should declare bankruptcy. Should face whatever he's facing. But he won't. Because Marcus never faces anything. He just finds someone to rescue him. I look at David. At the man I've known for 3 years. The man I thought I understood. I realize there's so much more to him. So much pain. So much history. So much damage. I understand why you won't help him, I say. I do. But I need to know. Are you okay? With him showing up like this? No. I'm not okay. I'm angry. And scared. Because Marcus showing up means they know where I live. Means the life I built apart from them isn't separate anymore. Means I need to decide what happens next. What do you want to happen next? I want him to leave. To go back to Ohio. To never come back. I want my life to stay mine. There's a knock at the door. Loud. Insistent. We both freeze. David stands. Stay here. He walks to the door. Looks through the peephole. His entire body goes rigid. What is it? I ask. It's not Marcus. Then who? It's my father. David opens the door. His father is standing there. Older than I imagined. Gray hair. Tired eyes. Expensive coat. Hello, David. What are you doing here? Marcus called me. Said you wouldn't help him. I came to fix this. There's nothing to fix. Marcus made his choices. He lives with them. He's your brother. No. He's not. Not anymore. Leave. His father pushes past him. Walks into our apartment. Uninvited. Unwelcome. I stand up. David closes the door. We're all standing in the living room now. You must be Claire, his father says. Looking at me. I'm Robert. David's father. I know who you are. Then you know family is important. That brothers support each other. I know David had good reasons for cutting you off. Robert turns to David. 4 years? You've been gone 4 years. Your mother cries every holiday. Every birthday. Wondering where you are. If you're okay. If you're even alive. She could have called. We didn't have your number. You changed it. Exactly. David. Please. Marcus is in real danger this time. These men. They're not playing games. They've already hurt him. If he doesn't pay, they'll kill him. Then he should go to the police. He can't. He borrowed money from. They're not the kind of people you go to the police about. Loan sharks. He borrowed from loan sharks. He was desperate. He'd lost everything. He needed money fast. And you didn't give it to him? Robert looks down. We couldn't. The house is mortgaged. Twice. We don't have anything left. David laughs. Bitter. Harsh. So you came to me? Because I'm the responsible one. The successful one. The one with money. You want me to bail him out. Again. Like you've done his whole life. You're his brother. I stopped being his brother when he slept with my fiancée and you took his side. We didn't take his side. We asked you to forgive him. Same thing. You prioritized his feelings over mine. His comfort over my pain. You called me dramatic at a family intervention. For being hurt that my brother destroyed my engagement. That's taking his side. We handled that wrong. Your mother and I. We know that now. But this is different. This is life and death. It's always life and death with Marcus. There's always a crisis. Always an emergency. Always a reason he needs rescue. I'm done rescuing him. So you'll just let him die? I'll let him face consequences. For the first time in his life. Maybe it'll teach him something. Robert steps closer. Voice dropping. Harder now. You have money. I know you do. Marcus hired someone to find you. They found your business. Your fancy office downtown. Your Tesla. Your condo. You're making good money. You can afford $25,000. That's not the point. Then what is the point? Pride? Revenge? Holding a grudge? Your brother is going to die and you're letting him because you're too proud to help. I'm letting him face the consequences of his choices. That's different. No. It's not. You're punishing him. Punishing all of us. Because we didn't handle things the way you wanted 4 years ago. David's jaw tightens. Hands clench. I can see him fighting for control. Get out of my home. Not until you agree to help Marcus. Then I'll call the police. Have you removed for trespassing? You'd really call the police on your own father? You're not my father. You stopped being my father when you chose Marcus over me. When you mortgaged your house to pay his debts. When you enabled him his entire life. When you let him become the kind of person who borrows from loan sharks. We were trying to help him. You were enabling him. There's a difference. And now you're here. Trying to enable him again. Using me. Wanting my money. Because that's all I am to you. The successful son who can fix Marcus's problems. That's not true. It is true. You didn't come here because you missed me. Because you wanted to rebuild a relationship. You came here because Marcus is in trouble and you need money. That's all this is. That's all it's ever been. Marcus is the priority. I'm the backup plan. Robert is quiet for a moment. Then, if you won't help him, I'll make you help him. David goes very still. What does that mean? It means I know where you work. I know where you live. I know your girlfriend's name. I know your business. If you won't help Marcus willingly, I'll make your life difficult until you do. The threat hangs in the air. Heavy. Undeniable. I step forward. Are you threatening us? Robert looks at me. I'm doing what I have to do to protect my son. Marcus is an adult, I say. Who made bad choices? David doesn't owe him anything. David owes him family loyalty. Marcus didn't show David family loyalty when he slept with his fiancée. That was 4 years ago. Time to move on. David did move on. He moved 3,000 miles away. Built a life without you. You don't get to show up and demand anything from him. Robert turns back to David. I'll give you 24 hours. To think about this. To decide if you're going to help your brother or watch him die. 24 hours. He walks to the door. Stops. Looks back. I'm staying in town until this is resolved. I know where you live. I know where you work. Don't ignore me. He leaves. Closes the door. David and I stand there. Silent. Processing what just happened. Did your father just threaten us? I ask. Yes. What are you going to do? Nothing. I'm not giving Marcus money. I don't care what threats Dad makes. David? He knows where we live. Where you work. What if he actually does something? Like what? Shows up at my office? Harasses my clients? He won't. He's bluffing. Are you sure? David doesn't answer. Because he's not sure. I can see it in his face. That night, we barely sleep. Every sound makes us jump. Every car passing. Every footstep in the hallway. At 3 a.m., David gets up. Goes to the window. Looks out at the parking lot. What is it? I ask. Marcus is down there. Sleeping in his car. I get up. Look out. There's an old sedan parked under a streetlight. Marcus is in the driver's seat. Slumped over. Clearly sleeping. He's been there all night? Looks like it. David? Maybe you should. No. Don't say it. Don't ask me to help him. He's sleeping in his car. He has nowhere to go. That's not my problem. But I can see it bothering him. Can see the conflict. The guilt. The pull of family even when family has hurt you. Morning comes. David gets ready for work. I'm working from home today. Have a few virtual meetings. Are you okay going to the office? I ask. I have to. I have meetings. Clients. I can't hide. What if your dad shows up? Then I'll deal with it. He leaves. I watch him walk to his car. Marcus's car is still there. Marcus is awake now. Watching David leave. Doesn't approach. Just watches. David gets in his car. Drives away. Doesn't look at Marcus. Doesn't acknowledge him. I start my workday. At 10 a.m., I get a call. Unknown number. I almost don't answer. Do anyway. Hello? Is this Claire? Who's asking? This is Susan. David's mother. I'm in town with Robert. I'd like to talk to you. In person. Please. I don't think that's a good idea. Please. Just coffee. 1 hour. I need to talk to someone who knows David. Who can help me understand. I should say no. Should hang up. Should tell David immediately. Instead I say, fine. 1 hour. There's a coffee shop on Pine Street. I'll meet you there at noon. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hang up. Stare at my phone. Wondering what I just agreed to. At 11:45, I walk to the coffee shop. Susan is already there. Sitting in a corner booth. Looking small. Tired. Older than I expected. I sit down. Order coffee. Thank you for meeting me, she says. I don't know why I agreed to this. Because you love my son. And you want to understand what's happening. I understand what's happening. Your other son destroyed David's engagement. You took his side. David left. Now Marcus is in trouble and you want David to fix it. That's what David told you? That's what happened. Susan is quiet for a moment. We handled everything wrong 4 years ago. The intervention was a mistake. We shouldn't have asked David to forgive Marcus before Marcus had even apologized. We shouldn't have acted like the affair was something he should just get over. We failed him. Then why are you here? Why did Robert threaten us last night? Robert threatened you? Said he'd make David's life difficult if he didn't help Marcus. Said he knows where we live. Where David works. That felt like a threat. Susan closes her eyes. That's not. Robert is desperate. Marcus is his baby. His youngest. He can't stand the thought of losing him. So he'll destroy his relationship with David instead? He's not thinking clearly. Neither am I. We love both our sons. And we're watching one refuse to help the other. It's tearing us apart. You're watching one son refuse to enable the other. There's a difference. Is there? When it means Marcus might die. Yes. There is. David didn't put Marcus in this situation. Marcus did. Through his choices. Through his pattern of irresponsibility. Through a lifetime of being bailed out and facing no consequences. David walking away is the healthiest thing he could have done. But it's been 4 years. Doesn't he miss us? Doesn't he miss having a family? I look at her. This woman who's never met me. Who didn't know David was happy? Who didn't know he'd built a life without them? He has a family, I say. He has friends. He has me. He has a business he built from nothing. He has a life he's proud of. He doesn't need you. He needed you 4 years ago. When Marcus destroyed his engagement. When you called that intervention and told him he was being dramatic. He needed you then. You weren't there. So he built something without you. Susan starts crying. Quiet tears. Tissue from her purse. I know we failed him. I know we prioritized Marcus. I know we made David feel like he didn't matter. But he's my son too. I love him too. Can't he see that? Love isn't enough. Not when it comes with conditions. Not when it means choosing between your children. David learned he was the less important son. So he made himself important somewhere else. Without you. Is there anything I can do? To fix this? To get him back? Leave. Go home. Take Marcus with you. Let David have his life without interference. That's all he wants. But Marcus is not David's responsibility. Marcus is your son. Not David's brother. Not anymore. You made that clear 4 years ago. Susan wipes her eyes. Looks at me. You're good for him. I can see that. You defend him. Protect him. That's what he needed. What we should have given him. I do defend him. Because he deserves it. Because what happened to him was wrong. And because I won't let your family hurt him again. We're not trying to hurt him. You're trying to use him. To fix Marcus. That's the same thing. I stand up. I need to go. I hope Marcus figures his life out. But it can't involve David. Not anymore. I leave. Walk back to the apartment. Text David. Met with your mom. She wanted to talk. I told her to leave. Thought you should know. He responds immediately. Why did you meet with her? I wanted to understand. I do now. She loves you. But she loves Marcus more. That's never going to change. I know. That's why I left. That night, David comes home late. Exhausted. Stressed. My dad showed up at my office, he says. What? Walked right in. Past reception. Into my office. Started demanding I help Marcus. I had clients there. Had to have security remove him. He actually did it. He actually tried to interfere with your business. He's desperate. They both are. Marcus called Mom crying today. Begging. Said the guys he owes are getting impatient. That he only has a few more days. What are you going to do? David sits down. Puts his head in his hands. I don't know. Part of me says let him face it. Let him deal with the consequences. But another part. The part that remembers growing up with him. That part is scared he really will die. If you help him, what happens next time? When he's in trouble again? When he needs money again? When do you stop being the solution to his problems? I don't know. That's what I keep asking myself. When does it stop? When do I stop being responsible for him? You stopped 4 years ago. When you left. Don't go back now. But what if he dies? Then that's on him. And on your parents. For enabling him his entire life. For making him think actions don't have consequences. That's not on you. David looks at me. Eyes tired. Conflicted. I want to believe that. I do. But he's my brother. Even after everything. Some part of me still sees him as my little brother. Your little brother who slept with your fiancée. Who destroyed your engagement. Who your parents chose over you. I know. I know all of that. But I also know if something happens to him, I'll wonder. For the rest of my life? If I could have saved him. I sit next to him. Take his hand. Whatever you decide, I support you. But you need to decide for you. Not for them. Not for guilt. For you. He squeezes my hand. Thank you. For meeting with my mom. For defending me. For understanding. Always. We sit there. Quiet. Processing. Trying to figure out what's right. At midnight, there's a knock at the door. Loud. Panicked. David opens it. Marcus is there. Face bruised. Fresh blood. Crying. They found me. They beat me. Said I have 48 hours. David. Please. I'm begging you. Help me. David stands there, looking at his brother. At the blood. At the fear. Then he closes the door. Locks it. Walks back to the couch. Marcus pounds on the door. David. Please. They're going to kill me. You're my brother. Please. The pounding continues. For 10 minutes. Then stops. We look out the window. Marcus is walking to his car. Gets in. Sits there. Then starts the car. Drives away. Is that it? I ask. Is he leaving? I don't know. Maybe. But at 2 a.m., David's phone rings. Unknown number. He answers. Hello? A voice I don't recognize. Male. Deep. Threatening. Is this David Morrison? Who's asking? Your brother owes me money. 25,000. He says you have it. He says you're going to pay me. I'm not paying you anything. Then your brother dies. Tomorrow. Unless I get my money. That's between you and him. No. It's between me and anyone who can pay. He gave me your information. Said you're rich. Said you run a successful business. Said you can afford it. I'm not responsible for his debts. You are now. Because I'm making you responsible. You have until tomorrow night. Midnight. 25,000. Cash. Or Marcus dies. And then I come for you. And your pretty girlfriend. Claire, right? Works from home? Lives at 412 Pine Street, Unit 304? My blood goes cold. He knows where we live. Knows my name. Knows I work from home. David's face goes pale. You threatening me? I'm stating facts. Midnight tomorrow. 25,000. I'll text you where to drop it. Don't involve police. Don't do anything stupid. Just pay. Or everyone pays. The line goes dead. David and I look at each other. He threatened you, David says. Voice shaking. He knows where we live. He threatened you. What do? We call the police. He said not to. I don't care what he said. He threatened you. That's not acceptable. David calls 911. Reports the threat. Police come. Take statements. Say they'll investigate. In the meantime, the officer says, consider getting somewhere safe. These guys don't mess around. If they threaten you, they mean it. We pack a bag. Leave the apartment. Go to a hotel. Pay cash. Don't use our names. Lie in bed. Not sleeping. Terrified. This is why I left, David says. Quiet. Broken. This is what Marcus does. He destroys everything. And everyone around him gets caught in the blast. This isn't your fault. It is. Because I knew. I knew what Marcus was. I knew helping him would lead to this. So I cut him off. I protected myself. But now he found me. And he pulled me back in. And now you're in danger because of him. We'll get through this. How? By paying? By giving in? By teaching Marcus he can still use me? By doing whatever keeps us safe. David is quiet for a long time. Then, okay. I'll pay. Tomorrow. I'll get the money. I'll pay. And then we're leaving. We're moving. Changing numbers. Disappearing again. Whatever it takes to get away from them. Okay. Next day, David goes to the bank. Withdraws $25,000. Cash. Waits for the text with location. It comes at 6 p.m. Address of a warehouse. Industrial area. 11 p.m. I'm going with you, I say. No. You're staying here. If something goes wrong, I need you safe. If something goes wrong, I need to be there. We argue. I win. We go together. At 10:45 p.m., we drive to the warehouse. Dark. Isolated. 2 cars already there. David parks. We sit. Waiting. He's holding a duffel bag with $25,000 inside. 3 men walk out. One is the guy who called. Big. Threatening. Marcus is with them. Face bruised. Hands tied. David gets out. I stay in the car. Doors locked. Phone ready to call 911. David walks forward. Hands over the bag. The man opens it. Counts. Nods. Your brother's debt is paid. We're done. He pushes Marcus forward. Marcus stumbles. Falls. Gets up. The men get in their cars. Drive away. Marcus walks over to David. Thank you. Thank you so much. I knew you'd come through. I knew you'd. David punches him. One clean hit. Marcus goes down. Don't ever contact me again, David says. Voice dead. Empty. Don't call. Don't text. Don't show up. Don't exist in my life. You got your money. That's the last thing you ever get from me. David. I mean it. If you contact me again, I'll get a restraining order. If mom or dad contact me, same thing. You got what you wanted. Now leave me alone. Forever. David walks back to the car. Gets in. We drive away. Marcus is still on the ground, watching us leave. We don't look back. 2 weeks later, David sells his business. Gets a good offer. Takes it. We move to Portland. New city. New apartment. New numbers. New life. David starts over. Again. Third time now. Third city. Third attempt to escape his family. This time, we take precautions. Unlisted address. P.O. Box. LLC for any business dealings. Nothing traceable. Think they'll find us again? I ask. Eventually. Marcus always finds a way. But we'll be ready next time. We'll know what's coming. And if they do? If Marcus shows up again with another crisis? We call the police. We don't engage. We let him face his consequences. No matter what. Promise? Promise. But I can see it in his eyes. The fear. The knowledge that you can't outrun family. That Marcus will always be his brother. That his parents will always choose Marcus. That eventually, it'll catch up again. That's what David has been carrying for 7 years now. The weight of being the less important son. The knowledge that no matter how far he runs, Marcus's problems will follow him. Because that's what it means to have a brother like Marcus. A family like his. You don't get free. You just get distance. Until the distance closes and you're right back where you started. Except this time, David has me. And I won't let them destroy what we've built. Not again. Not ever. That's my promise to him. The promise his family never gave him. I'll choose him. Every time. No matter what. Because that's what family should do. And even though his family doesn't know how to do that, I do. The end.